Welcome to the annual performance review training for the Contact Center. In this web-based training, you will learn about the importance of conducting performance reviews, how the annual performance process works here at RealPage, timeline of events, and how to create a goal in UltiPro. The annual review process provides formal mechanism in which to review past performance, set goals for the future, and discuss career aspirations. While employees and managers should have these conversations throughout the year, the annual review process creates a common way to measure at talent across the organization by focusing on 4 main core performance questions. By participating in the annual performance review, you will receive an overall score based on your established goals. This score will make you eligible for a merit increase. Please note, to be eligible, you must have been employed by October 31st of the year in review. The performance review timeline starts in the early spring with goal setting. Throughout the year, managers and employees should have one-on-one meetings to discuss these goals, provide feedback, and revise the goals as necessary. There is an informal mid-year review process, and in the fall, training begins to finalize year-end. At year-end, employees are strongly encouraged to complete the self-assessment and then send to the manager for the final year-end review. Once scores are finalized, the merit planning process begins. While merits are not guaranteed, Phase 4 is completed in March and increases reflected. Self-assessments are an important part of the annual review process at year-end for the following reasons. First, it provides employees a voice to be heard in the review process. Also, it gives the employees the opportunity to identify how they have contributed to the success of RealPage. It also allows managers a view into where their employees feel they are performing. And finally, it assists during the performance review conversation and helps create a consensus and understanding between the manager and the employee. So you may be asking, how am I going to be reviewed? The performance review form consists of 3 sections. The first section, Goals, are the 4 core performance questions that are aligned with the Contact Center KPIs. Section 2 are the competencies, which are the ranking of potential, versatility, and performance. And then lastly, Section 3 are the overall comments. These are free text fields to add any additional comments. This area is also used to list specific projects or accomplishments throughout the year. Please note that only Sections 1 and 2 will receive a score. Let's talk about Section 1, Goals. RealPage has established 3 areas of focus for 2016. These are to improve customer loyalty by placing service to our customers as our primary focus, to improve operational effectiveness and efficiency by streamlining processes, automation, and holding one another accountable. And then finally, to invest in innovation by focusing on key strategic areas to gain additional competitive advantages. It's very important to understand the company's focus so that you can align your department and individual goals to the company objectives. These areas should be considered on a day-to-day basis as you perform in your role. 4 core performance questions have been created to measure your effectiveness in the 3 areas of overall company focus. The Contact Center has aligned its KPIs of attendance, adherence, and quality to these areas, and this will be how you are measured. Specific examples will be given on the next slide. Question 1 is an overall assessment of your performance. There is discretion built into this area based on additional effort placed in your role. This section is weighted at 20%. 2. Attendance for the contact center has a correlation to innovation. To be innovative, you are improving processes, systems, or products. These improvements will result in savings because products are working as designed. To make this happen, you have to be present in your role, and this section is 15% of your overall score. 3. Adherence is about driving operational efficiencies aligned to question number 3. This section is weighted at 15%. And 4. To improve customer loyalty, RealPage has to deliver quality in its products and service levels. The RealPage promise is the cornerstone in which we operate and can be found on the company intranet, in Altipro, and throughout RealPage's halls. Your level of customer service and quality directly impacts your PMC's customers, leads, potential residents, and their reputation. Quality is so critical, it is weighted at 50% of your overall review. In the core performance question number 1, here's an example of how a company goal becomes an individual goal for the contact center. All contact center employees will be measured against the individual goal. The company goal is to hire +2 players to meet our financial goals and strive to be better as an organization. The department goal is to drive attrition down by 15% in 2016 through effective hiring, development, and retention strategies. And then finally, the individual goal is to participate in development opportunities and practice the RealPage promise in your day-to-day interactions with colleagues and customers. Your rating will be based on the individual goal. Ways to demonstrate proficiency are through the following. Participate in voluntary and mandatory training events. Raise your hand and take ownership. RealPage promise is how you conduct yourself. As you progress through the year, think about the projects, tasks, assignments that you complete. Factors include quality, timeliness, people involved, demonstrative behaviors, efficiencies identified. Again, this section is 20% of your overall performance review. Core performance question number 2 is aligned with innovation, which impacts improving process and systems that can result in saving time and money. Now think about attendance. If people are not present, they cannot innovate. It costs the company money in productivity and overtime. This is why your attendance is crucial to maintain service levels and encourage an environment that fosters innovation. You will be measured on maintaining an attendance level of 90% or above, and attendance is weighted 15% of your overall annual score. Core performance question number 3 measures our ability to improve operational effectiveness and efficiency. To do this, we must talk to one another and eliminate silos. By taking breaks, lunches when scheduled, and not taking excessive personal time will increase our ability to maintain operational efficiencies and service levels. Adherence is weighted at 15% of your overall annual review score. One of the most significant areas for a marketing associate is quality. If our shop scores are not at acceptable levels, we will not retain and attract customers. RealPage's focus is heavily on customer service, as seen in the creation of the Customer Advocacy Office. Through your interaction with customers, you are impacting the RealPage brand and our reputation in the market. As a result, you must maintain levels at 85% or higher to meet expectations. And quality is half or 50% of your overall annual review score. The next area, section 2, that you will be evaluated on is ranking. Ranking is defined as the ability to be trained or experienced in multiple jobs or work areas. to be capable of moving 1 to 2 roles within the organization in the near future, to use critical thinking skills to resolve business problems, and lastly, it's defined as the desire for upward mobility to progress in your career at RealPage. It is a combination of performance, potential, and desire to do more in the organization. Ranking is on a 5-point score. 5 represents quality and accuracy of work output is outstanding, consistently achieving excellence in tasks and goals, and has the ability to progress in career and take on increased roles. 4 is the quality of work is above average, actively pursuing professional development and growth to improve performance. 3 represents the quality of work is acceptable and completed with minimal errors, delivering solid results for all assigned tasks and goals, consistent and reliable in current role. 2 is defined as not as thorough with quality of work product, needs immediate improvement, and struggles to maintain current job knowledge and skills. And lastly, 1 represents being performance managed, not capable of larger role, and selective in amount of effort given. So when discussing merit increases, the company is a pay-for-performance organization. These factors are taken into account. First, rank and rating. And second, comp ratio. This is where your salary falls when compared to internal employees and in comparison to external market surveys. The performance review process will take place in the UltiPro system. Let's see how you create a goal in UltiPro. First, log into UltiPro using your credentials. All employees have 2 home screens in UltiPro. To change your home screen, hover over the arrow on the right or left side of the screen. The RealPage promise is posted on the center of the screen. Let's see how you create a goal in UltiPro. From the main page of UltiPro, navigate to the Myself tab, Career and Education, and select Goals. Next, align your goals with the 4 core performance questions. Select journal entries to type in your goals and keep track of progress throughout the year by entering projects or KPIs. Enter your goals or make notes throughout the year on your progress and achievements. Please note, multiple journal entries are allowed, or you can simply edit existing entries after posted. Make journal entries public or private. If public, your manager will have visibility. By checking Include in Review, it will allow the journal entry to post in your annual performance review. And then finally, select Post to save. This shows how your journal entries appear in your annual performance review. Additional training material may be found on the main page of UltiPro under the Teammate Resources section. For managers, navigate to the My Team tab, Manager Guide, for additional training resources as well. As always, for any UltiPro related questions, please email hris@realpage.com. For performance review process questions, please reach out to your HR business partner. Thank you.